Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. And we're going to talk about SmackDown, November 17th, 2023. Michael Cole, Kevin Patrick, Road Dogg. That's right. Road Dogg, all on commentary. What a show. You know, like, I woke up and I was like, all right, cool. And I bought these really nice Optimus Prime Transformers, headphones. I got them off the TikTok shop. And I was like, you know what? They were $7 plus free shipping. And I was like, I was like, I'll try them out. And I ordered the Optimus Prime ones, and I gotta say, my wig is blown back. Like, they are very nice headphones. For the price I paid, I feel like these are like $50 headphones. We'll see how long they last, but I am very happy with my purchase. The case is metal that you store them in to charge and everything like that, and the sound is great, the quality is great. So but I put on my headphones to watch SmackDown, and I'm glad I did because everything was nice and crispy clean with the audio, and I had a good time. We started off with the new and improved Damage Control. This stable is fucking stacked. I mean, I never imagined Damage Control. Like, I remember when Damage Control was formed, I was like, this is dope. And then now it's at this level, and we're going to go to War Games. Damage Control comes out. They finally bring in Asuka into the group, you know, and like what Bayley said, she's like, hey, we'll make sure we'll get you on the shirt. But they do challenge Shotzi, Charlotte, Bianca to War Games, and after that, you know, it became, now they need a fourth member, you know, after all this, they're Shotzi, Charlotte, Bianca's backstage. Bianca tells Charlotte, hey, I need you to make the phone call, and then she's like, I don't know, and then Bianca's like, you know what, I will go start some recruiting, and Nick Aldis tells him, like, I need to know about the fourth member tonight. Before the show is over. So Bianca's recruiting. Charlotte's kind of like, but that's the thread of the show. Then we start with a number one contenders match. The Brawling Brutes versus Pretty Deadly versus the Street Profits for number one contendership of who's going to face the Judgment Day for the Undisputed Tag Team titles next Friday. And this was a damn good match. The Street Profits for the win. I was like, man. And Bobby's watching on. B-Fab joins Bobby for a little bit. And the Street Profits, though, they're looking good. And I want them to reclaim those tag team championships, but I don't think they will. But I think we'll get one hell of a match next Friday night. But this match, though, this was a fun match, man. But fucking Butch is an animal. Butch is a beast. Butch is relentless. He is ruthless aggression. That Butch just goes all over the place. You can't stop Butch. And Pretty Deadly, I love me some Pretty Deadly. But the Street Profits are going in the right direction, and I think that they deserve another shot, especially with this new look, the new music. They got Bobby Lashley in their corner, and we'll see what happens next Friday. I'm excited. I'm very excited. And is B-Fab going to join this new, we'll just say, Hurt Business for now? You know, it's probably not what they're called, but, you know, there's new and improved Hurt Business. Bianca's backstage with Michin, and then we come back and Damage Control attacks Michin. So the thread is Bianca's trying to recruit everybody she talks to. They get beat down by Damage Control. Dragon Lee versus Axiom making his debut on SmackDown here. Talk about a debut indeed. You know, this match was really great. This match was fun. You know, two luchas doing their thing. And I was wondering, though, I felt like a few things were piped in, especially for Dragon Lee. Like, when he came out, like, there's a point where he's like, you know, and all of a sudden just, yeah. I'm like, that sounded really fake. But they're trying to get Dragon Lee over with the crowd, Dragon Lee gets the win, and I wish nothing but success for Dragon Lee. And Axiom, too, making his debut here on SmackDown and having a nice little a fun match with Dragon Lee. It definitely, let's get the Luchas back in it. Let's bring the Luchas back in WWE. But next up, Santos Escobar. Oh, my God. He first that crowd wasn't letting him talk. He was trying his best to get what he needed to say off his chest. He's saying it and blah blah. And then LW was watching on, and then this is the Santos Escobar I know. This is the heel we need of Santos Escobar, because he says, I know you're laying in your bed, blah blah, hoping surgery. I hope you get an infection. I hope they amputate your leg. And I was just like, holy shit, Santos, like the evil in his eyes, his facial expressions at the end of this, he made that crowd go from, oh yeah, boo, whatever, we're gonna keep booing him. But going on like Dominic was right. You pick Carlito over me. And Zelina comes out and she slaps him, and Santos does it, and he just has this devilish smile on his face, and I'm like, holy shit. We got something here, folks. We got something here. You hear that, Triple H? We got something here. Santos Escobar can be the biggest heel, and he took out Rey Mysterio, and this whole thing was fantastic. Then Carlito comes out, Santos walks off, and Michael Cole yells at Santos what's wrong with you? But now we're gonna have Santos Escobar versus Carlito. Everything in this whole thing made me happy, because I was I wanted Santos to go back to being evil Santos. I want him to go back to being the heel, because he's so good at it. Don't get me wrong, I like the LWO. I thought it was fun, but Santos, that's not Santos. This is Santos. And what he did here tonight has proved to me that this is the Santos we need. Next up, we have Cameron Grimes versus Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller for the win. Austin Theory on commentary. The big storyline here is Kevin Owens is suspended because, he attacked Grayson Waller, Austin Theory last week and everything like that. So we'll see what happens here. But then we have Bianca backstage with Zelina after an emotional moment earlier, and then she gets attacked by Damage Control, so Zelina's not having a good night. And we have Paul Heyman walking out with Solo. Paul, he's the master on that mic. Paul, the way he was yeah, John Cena, and then he's talking to the crowd, he's taunting the more, guess what? You ain't gonna see him. Why? Thanks to Solo. He did what he needed to do to get Solo to be the enforcer. Solo took out your hero, John Cena. He was hitting all the notes for me from what I wanted from Paul about how, it's yeah, and he goes, and right here, in this moment, this is when his music hits, and then 5 moves of doom, Jimmy, 5 moves of doom. So I'm just oh my God. Paul was on fire. Got Solo over, in my eyes, to that crowd of yeah, this guy destroyed your hero, and he ain't coming back. Nope, he ain't coming back. Then LA Knight comes out, fabulous on the mic as well, roasting Jimmy, roasting Solo, and making us say, LA Knight, yeah. Then we have Shotzi, Charlotte, Bianca backstage, and, this is before the LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso. And they're hey, man, we need to figure out something. We need to figure out something, what's going on. You need to make the call, Charlotte. And Charlotte's I called, but no one answered. We got to figure this out. Then right when LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso, Paul and Solo leave. They leave Jimmy. It's what does that say? Are they still on not great terms with Jimmy? Yeah, so LA Knight gets the win. Here comes Solo. Jimmy hits LA Knight from the back. LA Knight goes out. He gets the Samoan spike. Then they're about to destroy him some more because this is from the head of the table. Roman Reigns says he wants LA Knight gone. And then here comes Cody Rhodes. It was holy shit, okay, why not? And that crowd popped hard with a hard H, and him and LA Knight standing strong against the Bloodline and stuff like that. But this is where I was like, oh shit. Then Nick and Cody backstage. It was a brief moment and second, but it was a moment where I'm like, oh my God, But Nick is like, hey, you need to get out of here. You need to get out of here, like now. And Cody's like, I'm sorry. Now we get down to who's going to be the fourth member of Bianca, Charlotte, and Shotzi for War Games. So the three come out, and here comes Damage Control looking fucking fire. And then they're like, yeah, who's going to help you? Nobody. And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, it has to be the man. I was thinking to myself, it has to be the man. At first, I thought Ronda Rousey, but then I realized and remembered in that moment while I'm watching, Ronda Rousey made her debut in Ring of Honor over there. So I don't think Ronda Rousey's coming back to WWE anytime soon. So she's, but then I was like, oh, Mercedes. We finally get the Mercedes. No. It has to be the man. Especially the little promo Charlotte cuts real quick, and them going to war, and she's like, I called this person, and then here comes Damage Control standing there, and it's just like the face-off, and then that crowd goes, oh, and then here comes the man, Becky Lynch. She gets in the ring, and we have our War Games match set, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's the day after my birthday, and I'm so fucking excited. Oh my God, I'm like stoked. I'm just like, oh my fucking God. So we got two great War Games matches, and they're pretty stacked, and I'm very excited for this one. Like I'm like this whole new. I can't wait for that new Damage Control shirt. I'm gonna get that. That's gonna be awesome. So So and then like Charlotte, Bianca, Shotzi, and Becky on the other side, and Damage Control. I just cannot wait. I cannot wait. After I'm stuffed to the gills with turkey and gravy, brother, I'm going to be watching a great pay-per-view next Saturday, and it's going to be awesome because I'm off. I don't have to worry. I'm going to watch this thing live. Oh, so good. I'm so excited. Gobble, gobble, motherfucker. And Backlash is going to be in France. I was like, damn, we going all over the globe with WWE. They're on fire right now. So I give this show a solid 5 out of 5, man. My favorite match of the night is the number one contenders match for the Brawling Brews, Pretty Deadly, and Street Profits. Second up to that was I really like Dragon Lee and Axiom. I thought it was a great showcase for these two. My favorite moment of the night, well, second favorite, is Santos Escobar and he becoming the heel we need and going on to LA Knight and the Paul's promo, all this stuff. And then we got the main event, baby. We got Becky Lynch, and we got this great just brawl. This is the way we end the show. And I'm like, oh, that is SmackDown, November 17th, 2023. Cole, Patrick, Road Dogg, Jesse James on commentary. Life is good. Life is grand. That's it. That's all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Tell me what you thought of the show. Are you excited? Are you excited for War Games Survivor Series, baby? Because I am, if you can't tell. Like and subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your grandpa. Share it with the bum down at Walmart. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Go get yourself that sweet, sweet nWp logo created by Penta X. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life. Brother.
Entiéndelo, soy tu peor enemigo y lo que le pasó a Rey te va a pasar a ti también. We were supposed to be like this, familia.